Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. I just want to keep it short. We don't have so many new developments since the last video. I mean, what happened is that the price formed a new price high. So a new high was formed, which means we would adjust the support area just slightly, really slightly. And the main support or the upper support, we've got two support areas. Okay, it depends on which scenario is playing out. The lower support area is, however, only for an alternative scenario. So it's only an alternative, alt 2. I would only really focus on it should we break below 3001. I don't see it as very likely, but obviously cannot rule it out. So let's focus on the preferred scenario, which is the white count, in which the market formed a wave 1 from the 23rd of January lows to the 20th of February highs in this white wave 1. Then we have white wave 2. Basically, the idea is that white wave 3 is now unfolding, or Roman wave 3, and that should take us well into the $4,000 region. We talked about it over the last week or so that, you know, if there is a break above 3,100, we have to assume that Roman wave 2 there finished already, and we are already in the main part of a third wave rally, which would be aggressively bullish, and we might not see any deep pullbacks. However, obviously, sub-wave pullbacks can still be considered. But also here, you know, if this wave 2 finished around the 20th of February and we are now in wave 1 of the larger third wave, then also this wave 1 has basically a limit. Again, it's no exact science, but if we get that sustained break above 3,741, well, we might not see this wave 2, and it already is in, and I have to assume we're already in the third wave, and I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna look anymore for a wave 2. All right. So yesterday we already had that small pullback into the support region, into the micro support region. The price already left it to the upside, and ideally, the price forms a top in wave 1 of the larger third wave before breaking above 3,741. Yeah, as I said, it's not an exact science. So if we get a move to 3,750 and it breaks down, yeah, it could be wave 2. It's all about sustaining. So if we, get above that level and consolidate a bit, then continue, then it's getting much more likely that we're in the third wave already. It just means that I would have to think about, okay, where was this wave 1 to? Possibly here, tiny, okay? Which is, that's the purpose of these key pivots, these key levels, these markers on the chart. Here in this case, Fibonacci work, the 78.6 extension. Typically, a wave 1 of a larger degree third wave does not move beyond that 78.6 extension. Of course, there are always exceptions, but it typically doesn't, okay? And if it happens, then we know that, okay, we are in an even more aggressively bullish trend. So yeah, and if any pullback forms from here, and I'm on high alert for a pullback, but it's not shown yet. If a pullback shows, then it's between, the support can be found in the upper support area between 3,001 and $3,254. There are additional support levels at 3,178 and 3,104. Typically for a wave 2, the 78.6 retracement level is the most relevant support level, because it doesn't mean it's, the one that is triggered most frequently. It just means that any break below it will typically indicate that the wave 2, well, that the assumption has to change, because it would be too deep for a wave 2. It would be too deep. We don't want a wave 2 below that level. It often then means something different is going on. For example, the larger degree wave 2. Formal invalidation point for this scenario is here, the 2,880 level. But when we arrive there, yeah, it's probably already invalidated anyway, technically speaking, only there, but probabilities have already shifted towards the yellow count, or will already shift, as soon as the price breaks below 3,001. That should give you all the levels to watch, really. So hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.